Okay, Allie, show me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Well,
Allie, what is this? The 1950s?
No, it's 2022, and I get this point a lot, this dumb argument. By the way, probably for somebody who wasn't even in that era. The difference between 2022 and 1950 is that in 1950, you were prescribed to be a housewife. In 2022, you get to choose. But guess what? Only like a handful of women even get the option because they plan their lives accordingly. This is oftentimes a projection trying to make it seem like we're so awful and oppressed. I don't think so. I get everything I want. I just get it through my husband.
Allie, what do you say to the comments that say this set women back 50 years?
I don't think so, because women 50 years ago were a lot thinner. I don't know. I think they're wrong.
Allie, what do you say to the women that say this is so sad? So sad.
I don't see how it's sad. What I think is sad is shaming a woman for being married to somebody that she wants to be married to. Like, why are you mad?
Okay, Allie, show me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine and also shocking, submissive. So that was the secret.
So what are your tips to women that want to be a housewife?
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public or private sector. Like, you need a man to hire you for it, but that's okay. Because if you think about it, you submit to your boss who makes you clean stupid shelves at your retail job, right? Like, wouldn't it be better if you were cleaning your own shelves at home? You know what I mean? And your boss wants to sleep with you in a good way. In a good way.
And where do you meet these men?
Well, I think women should work for the men that they want to pursue. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really easy. So if you think about it, like, you want a lawyer, right? So then you should be a paralegal, or if you want a dentist, then you should be a dental hygienist. But these are considered, I guess, high value status professions. But I think that's a really good model that not enough women utilize, because women will bully the woman who is the secretary that marries the doctor, okay? But who has the last laugh? Like, her in her McMansion with her husband who's hot and the babies. Like, that's who has the last laugh. So
let's break this whole thing down even further so we can dive into the real issues into why these masculine modern women, these independent divas, these strong, independent, angry females are frustrated and mad at women who are submissive to their husbands like her. Here's why. Number one, these women have been sold a bill of goods. They've been told that you're strong and independent. You don't need a man. You can do everything a man can do. Matter of fact, you're better than man. You can compete against them. You can make just as much, if not more than man. So what happens is it's turning these modern women into men. If you look closely, some of them are growing mustaches. They have hair on their face, on their chin. You know why? Because that's testosterone. They're in places where they're not supposed to be. So they're going to start turning into men. So they're like, man, I've been working, I've been grinding, I'm doing everything a man can do, and I have my degree, but I'm lonely. And these women can't keep a man. So they try to justify it and say, well, I don't need one, I got my degree. Look, I got my little apartment. I got my little dog. I got my cat. But deep down, when they go to sleep at night, they're frustrated and mad, and they're confused because they're wondering why can't I keep a guy around? I'm having all these dudes coming through and smashing. I'm living this hot girl summer, but I'm unfulfilled as a woman. You know why? Because she doesn't have a man to follow. Because she's been told by the media, by everybody else, by all these different videos, that if you follow a man, that if you listen to a man, if you cooperate with him, what's going to happen is you're going to get taken advantage of. It means you're weak as a woman. So go against the man. Always give him issues. Always give him problems. If he tries to set up a date with you and say, let's do this time, this day, this place, give him issues. Ghost him. Flake on him. Do all these silly things to let that man know that you're not going to listen. Why do you think, guys, you're having a lot of issues with these women? It's not because you don't have no game. It's not because you're unattractive or unappealing. No, it's because these women have been programmed to go against you, the leader, the head of the household. So you get these women who they appear a little feminine on the outside. They got their makeup, But on the inside, they're rotting. They're a black hole. They're a dark hole. So they want you to follow them. They want you to take them over here. You say, hey, let's go to this restaurant. This time, this day, they say something like, I don't want to go to that restaurant. Let's go to this one. X out. She's masculine. This is why these chicks play these silly texting games. And they try to wait a long time to get back to you. You know why? Because they're masculine. They want you to follow them. And they want to break you down. So these women have been sold that, get your degree. Go ahead and get your 9-to-5 job. Work in that little cubicle. Get your little apartment. Get your little money and you'll be happy. But these women aren't happy because all they got is dudes running through them. All they got is dudes that slide through and I smash. All right, I'm out of here. They can't get a guy to invest in them, right? So if they can't get a guy to invest in them, they're going to have to work. So they get 28, 29, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years old. And you see these angry, bitter, modern women who, truth be told, just want to submit, but they don't know how to because they've been told through the media, through everybody, that you don't need a man. And if you listen to a man, that's going to set you back 50, 60, 100 years. Don't do it, girl. So these women want to gather up a lot of other women because misery loves company. They know they made a horrible decision. They know that something is off. They're not in their feminine, but they can't go back because they've already progressed to 50 years of doing it this way. There's not a lot of women like her, guys. There are some, it's small percentage, but there's not a lot who are going to be feminine and follow you, who are going to be in shape and who are going to have a nice disposition about them. All right. The second reason why these feminists are angry and these modern women is because they're not attractive enough. They're overweight, as she says. They're out of shape. And I've been saying this for a long time. They're not feminine. They don't have that elegant sort of side to them. They walk around and they weigh just as much as a defensive tackle or a guard in the National Football League. They're 200, 250, 300 pounds, and they want men to provide for them. At the same time, they have a bad attitude, and they have other kids in tow that they want you to take care of. And they're like, well, if you don't do this, then get away from me. Of course, men are not going to do that because you're a liability. Your health, your decision-making, your attitude is a liability to a successful quality man. So you're not going to get chose. So these women are not getting picked by high-value men who want to invest in them and say, hey, you know what? You're attractive enough. You're cooperative enough. You can cook, you can clean, you can do all these different things around the house, and you can assist me in my journey so you can be a stay-at-home wife. Or you can work part-time and I bring home most of the bacon and everything can be cool. These women, they don't qualify for that type of guy. So they're going to be mad. They're going to be angry. And they're going to be pulling their hair out because they don't make the cut. Okay. This is why these chicks just can't stand females who are feminine, who follow the man. And they might not be all of them, might not be married, but they're in, long-term relationships and everything's good. But these other women, especially they're on social media, because if you think about it, if they're on social media commenting, that means they don't have no man. You got to be mindful of it. They're commenting because they want everybody else to come down with them. They know that I can't, sustain this lifestyle, so I got to pull as many women as I can down. We can't be set back 50 years. We got to continue this feminist, angry rhetoric, this revolution of we rising up. It's girl power. No, it's not girl power because none of you women can ever compete with a man. You don't have the bone structure. You don't have the ambition. You don't have the willpower. You don't have the creativity. You don't have the drive, the energy. You don't have any of that. Even if you try it, you're going to be bitter and angry yourself because you don't want to do it. You're just trying to prove something to a guy and to society that I don't need a man. But here's the thing. The more you try to prove yourself, the more you're going to lose. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be sitting at home, scratching your head, wondering, why do I feel like this? And you're running so many men away, right? There's a lot of quality men out there. But guess what? You women are running them away. That's why dudes are asking, so where can I find a woman like that? Where are women like you at? There's a lot of good men out here who want feminist, submissive women like that. But you women are so stuck in your ways that guess what? You're just running these men off. Men don't want masculine divas with these freaking 2-3 degrees. We don't care about that. We don't care about your money. We want a fit, feminine, and friendly woman. And if you choose not to be like this, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose. Because men are starting to go overseas. They're going to different places. They're going over here. They're going over there. They're doing what they got to do to get what they want out of a situation. So if you women think that you're going to override millions of years of biology and try to be a man and try to do what he can do, and at the same time you want him to be a traditional man and provide for you, it's never going to work. If you're not feminine, if you're not submissive, if you're not kind, if you're not agreeable, if you're uncooperative, you will sleep alone. The only type of dudes you're going to attract is dudes who are like Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, these dudes who don't really have a job because they can rely on you, and those dudes are feminine. It's a yin and a yang. There's a masculine and there's a feminine. Either the man's going to be masculine or the woman is going to be masculine. But somebody has to be subservient. Somebody has to be dominant. And these women are getting with these loser guys. This is why a lot of these independent divas, these chicks, are getting with criminals or these dudes in jail or these dudes on the street because they want to be in control. They want to feel like a man. That's why the female said, well, why don't I can have a dental practice or whatever, or be a dentist and hire my husband. Are you kidding me? That's beta. That's weak. And that's what these women want to do. They want to target weak men who can't do for themselves, kind of like a woman. They want to target these guys who really can't keep a job. So these women can say, yeah, look, I'm providing for him. I'm a man. Look, I told you I can do it. But then after so long, they're going to be frustrated with that guy because he's not living up to the expectation of being a man, protecting, providing, leading, guiding. Every time he come home, we just playing video games or smoking, or doing something or being lazy. See, so you women, listen, you have to lay in your bed because you've made it. This is your decision. Now, can a woman change herself? I'll be honest, no. Once she's programmed that way and she's brought up that way, she's going to be stuck in her ways. Now, she can pretend like she's a feminine woman, but I'm telling you, once she starts opening her mouth or you tell her, hey, go wash those dishes for me or go vacuum, hey, fold these clothes, she's going to be, So that chameleon's going to go away. That mask is going to just be torn off and she's going to reveal who she truly is, which is a modern, masculine, combative feminist.